All right, we're at day 4, going to Holocaust Memorial Museum, and here we go.
And those two monuments that you see in front of you, 1947, actually describe the feeling that people have here to the Holocaust, which is very, very different today.
We are going to start with the Children's Memorial. We are standing outside the Children's Memorial.
Cesar Willing, 9 years old, Belarus. Sava Edith Spiegel, Dutch and Slave, Czechoslovakia.
Imagine how many potential we lost when those 1.5 million kids were killed. How our society would be today. How would we live today? What happens when you put a 3-year-old inside a potato sack and he's not with his family? He cries. So what did Irena do so the Nazis wouldn't realize that she was sneaking a kid and the kid is crying?
She duct taped their mouth closed?
No. She
Candy.
cried. What?
She screamed and cried.
No.
She gave them food or something?
No.
She brought other kids.
She gave them sleeping pills? Sleeping pills and
She trained her dog to bark every single time the kids started.
Wow.
Sculpture over there, the orange one, everybody can see it. Okay. On behalf of those that are also heroes, we cannot recognize them for their names.
Vilna, which is the center of Poland, called Jerusalem Denita by the Yiddish name. And both sides of Vilna, you can see a different name of shtetls, of towns. And of course, all around us. But this is maybe one of the biggest Jewish towns that was in the center of Poland. That we're going to see now is probably, we call it the most holy site. The most holy site. You have to pay attention that first of all the graves are exactly in the same position. And the position meaning something. This is the head, this is the leg. And the head facing one side, facing east, facing to the Temple Mountain. It's like to say, if you may remember the tradition of the Messiah, that when the Messiah will come, everybody, the dead, will get up and march with him to the Temple Mount. It's like to say that when the Messiah will come, when those people will get up, the first thing that they're looking to will be the Temple Mountain. A stone pillow. The stone pillow, it's a pillow because when a soldier died, the Israeli army would bring to the family a real pillow with all the same symbol and the sign that the soldier carry on him. Another thing that you will see here a lot is a stone. Again, there's a lot of different tradition about the stone. I'm going to tell you a tradition that my grandmother told me, that the soul that lying here, the only way that this soul can feel that I personally, come to visit, is by me picking a stone, any kind of stone, which is a weight. And in a minute that I put my weight on top of this grave, this soul can feel that my soul came to visit.
Today, we commemorate the pioneers and soldiers who died defending the land of Israel. Today we stand among Israeli soldiers and civilians who died in the various wars defending the state of Israel. Today we gather to commemorate their memory in a manner that is befitting their courage, dignity, and beliefs.
עמוד, צנים, הצדה. God
I originally drafted to the Army to artillery, which for anyone who doesn't know what that means, that's cannons basically. Providing support fire to ground troops who are going in. I got wounded actually in operation, basically counter-terror operation in the West Bank. So I got moved to what's now called the Planning Division of the Ground Forces, which also, most of what we do there I can't tell you guys, but basically our responsibility is planning for any future possibilities.
Basically what I do, I'm some sort of a project manager. I have to engineer many solutions in the Air Force and make them happen. It involves a lot of economical view, finance, a lot of technology, and many other things that I'm not allowed to say, but
Or you'd have to kill us all.
no.
Just really cool. Have a really good time this weekend. And it's too bad that we have to leave and can't stay for the whole trip. As you know, my name is Eyal.
Hi.
I'm about to discharge from the army in 1 month.
Means like finishing.
I'm in a special unit, an anti-tank unit.
I was not allowed to go to the army. It took me. I wanted to be a warrior in some unit, but it took me like a year and a half to fight for it. But they didn't want me in the end, and then I got the permission to start my volunteering process. It took me another 1 year to get all the permissions for guns, for everything that you can think, just to be a regular soldier.
All of you are amazing, and I had the pleasure of meeting all of you, and I love you all.
I started at the Carib unit in 2001 actually, and then 2002 again. Never mind. So I had to lose some weight a little bit, and yeah, something like that. Never mind. And I tried to get to the extreme units real quick, and I didn't do that. So I did the hard way of getting there. I did the Carib training, and after that they loved me, so I went to to counter-terrorist unit. Get to the part that I actually did with you guys yesterday. That was intense for me. I didn't do it in my life. Never. I told you. The only thing that I do is putting pins on funerals. That's it. That's all I did in the cemeteries.
What we did this week, that we were traveling in Israel and Yad Vashem and Har Herzl and at North, what you're gonna do the next days. This is what I do. This is part of what I do because I want my soldiers, our soldiers, to know our country, to know where they are, to know why they are serving here.
We wanted to leave you guys with something, just to remember this experience. By the way, I think I can speak for everybody. This is like really tough that you guys are all leaving. Yeah. And we're continuing on this path.
That's tough for us too.
Yeah. It is. Yeah, but we still have each other. So anyway, I think somebody mentioned, I forget who it was, but somebody mentioned how we always have a home here in Israel, and that you guys are always. Somebody mentioned how you're always looking out for all of our family anywhere in the world, including America. So we decided to get some shirts. Maybe you've seen it.
Because you always have a home with us as well.
Show it for crying out loud.
Okay, it says, we don't have to worry because you guys got us.
I'll move it to you because I have to punch you.
Go for it. Go for it.
Definitely got our back.
Beautiful music, birds singing in the morning, death again held at bay. And so the meaning behind that, if it's not obvious in the poem, is that by every morning us waking up and hearing the birds singing in the morning, it is beautiful music because we have another chance to live that day.